And then I'm going to make them put down 2 creatures this turn, right? And they can't. I can equip this twice. Game over. Son of a gun! They came up with 2 creatures in 1 card. Hey everybody, we're back for another Phyrexia All Will Be One draft. Let's see what we get. Pick one, pack one. Away we go. No lie, the first pre-release I did for this set, this was my promo card. It can be good. Juggernauts you control attack each combat if able. Juggernauts you control can't be blocked. Other creatures you control have a base power and toughness of 5/3 and are Juggernauts in addition to their other creature types. So if you can get, I mean, it's an 8-drop. I mean, if you can get it onto the battlefield, it's a great card, but it's an 8-drop. I think we just take... the removal for now. I can't. It's 8. 8 is way too slow in this format. If I could be guaranteed next pack, I would have like a Skrelv Hive. That might be kind of fun. But I know. Okay. Boy. I think the best card in this pack might be the Chimney Rabble. Unctus's Retrofitter. If I'm going to be honest, let's get this out of here. I'm kind of sick of doing blue-white artifacts. I've done that 2 out of the last 4 drafts, I think. I think Chimney Rabble is just the best card in this pack. Ribskiff is okay. If I am on the Toxic plan, that's actually not a bad card, but I think time will tell if we're going to end up Toxic. So for now, I'll just take the Chimney Rabble. I'll just take the Chimney Rabble. Hello? Confirm pick. Okay, the game it did this to me earlier too. Like, what the heck's going on? It's... Okay. Now it's not even letting me select anything. There, okay. Indoctrination Attendant is a good card. So is the Oil Gorger Troll. I hate Nahiri's Sacrifice. I think we leave ourselves open, and we just take the Troll here. Although, man, this is a good card. No, you know what? We're going to leave ourselves open. By the way, I see a bunch of artifact blue stuff, of course. Malcator's Watcher would have been perfect with Unctus. Okay. So, definitely a couple cards in here that I like. Barbed Batterfist. It's one of my favorite red cards this set. Lattice Blade Mantis is a good card. I'm not too high on the Sawblade Scamp. It's okay. This is a great card if you end up being red-white artifacts. But you can't be red-white artifacts unless you start taking some red-white artifacts. So, again, this what I think is the best card in this pack is the Barbed Batterfist, so I'm going to take that. Three Skull Bombs. 4 Skull Bombs. And none of them are the Skull Bomb that I like. I like the blue one. White one is okay in a pinch. Red is okay if we care about oil. Green is meh. Black is meh. Another Malcator's Watcher. Were we supposed to take artifacts? Were we supposed to be another blue-white artifact deck? I don't know. I guess for now I just take the removal. Predation Steward's okay. Another Malcator's Watcher. This is insane. I should have gone blue. Oh well. Experimental Augury is a good card. I keep looking at the blue stuff. Okay, in our deck, this would just be a 3-drop 2/3. We don't really care so much about oil right now. But, I mean, it lets us stay open for a little bit longer because it doesn't have a color. We don't really have any equipment. We've got the one Barbed Batter Fist. Oh, this is just gross. Yeah, blue is where we should have gone. For sure. It tried telling us. Another Eye of Malcator just waiting for us in the end here. So, interesting. Let's see what pack 2 brings us. Maybe we can shift into something good. Hey, maybe it'll be a bomb. Well, we take the one that we have in our colors, I guess. Red Sun's Twilight. Not really floating my boat there. Basilica Shepherd, Volt Charge. I think I take the Volt Charge. Yeah, Volt Charge it is. More blue stuff. Hex Gold Slash, probably what we're gonna take here. You guys, this is not turning out in our favor. Another Hex Gold Slash. I mean, sure. Contagious Vorak, you say? Are we just building a bad red-white deck? We don't really have much that cares about equipment. I mean, this, what is it? This thing makes it cheaper, but I've only got one piece of equipment, and it's the Barbed Batter Fist. Complete Devotion doesn't really belong in this deck. Oofty. And we're in gold now, which stinks. Means we need to come to the table with a good deck. Man, blue. Blue was the... I know I kept saying that like halfway through pack 1. Then why didn't I just start taking blue cards? That's a great question. I probably should have. So for me, the pick here is either Charge of the Mites or Blazing Crescendo. I think I'm going to take Charge of the Mites. It's more removal, and we can put down 2 creatures if we need. Ugh, look at this, just oofty. Okay, so another Contagious Vorak. Alright, so there's actually 4 cards in here that I like. Against All Odds is good for the artifact equipment, and we don't have that much. Crawling Chorus is good. More artifact equipment is good. Hazardous Blast is a good finisher. I don't know if we necessarily have the things to push through for a good finish. We'll take the Helm. Some more equipment, I guess. Two-drop creature. Yeah. I don't like this card, especially because we're probably not going to be a corrupted deck. It's a good 1-drop in case we need defense, I guess. A chump blocker. That's probably not going to make the cut. Ugh, I am not digging this deck at all. We really need pack 3 to save us. This is not a strong deck. Oh, I know why. Forgot the good luck hat. Hey, Red Sun's Twilight came back around to us. I mean, it's not a great card, but I think I need copies of it. Nope, I have 4 already. Well, whatever. Destroy target artifact. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I'm never going to play it. I've tried playing it a couple times, and it just doesn't do what I need it to. Okay, here we go. Be a bomb. Okay, so this is one of those scenarios where I don't have this card yet. I would like to have this card. Really wish this card wasn't in here. With that said, we've got a ton of removal already, so I'm just going to grab this card. I'm totally rare drafting that. Oh, for those of you that don't know what this card does, sorry. It's a 4/6 for 7. Comes in with reach. At the beginning of each combat, double the power toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. So that's on your combat and your opponent's combat. You can pay 2, sack 2 creatures, make it indestructible. Kind of wishing I had taken that Contagious Vorak, both of them that came around. Do we pivot into red-green? We've only got 2 green creatures. Do we pivot into red-green? And they're all just huge beasts, of course. Oh, Red Salvo. Love that card. I can't pass that up. Furnace Strider. Yeah, I think Contagious Vorak. Oh no. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm changing my mind midway through pack 3. I mean, what do we have in white that I love? Anything? The Disruption. That's it. That's the only card in white that we have that I absolutely love. So flipping over to green maybe isn't the worst thing in the world, but we don't have any board presence early in the game with red. I mean, this deck could be a total disaster. Alright, we just keep our eyes open. We just keep our eyes open for red, green, and white cards. 2-drop red. Take it. Oh! Dune Mover. No. I still take this. Because if we can get this thing onto the battlefield. We need more 2-drops, and it's red. So, yeah. If we can get this bad boy onto the battlefield. I know I just talked about at the beginning of this draft how 8 was too much. Well, I mean, 7's probably too much too, but whatever. Let's have a little fun. So if we were to take that card out, oops, let's see, that card. We've got plenty of good removal in red. So we do have ways to stall the board. If we end up going green-red, let's see what that looks like here. Oof, nothing in this pack that I love. I mean, this isn't great. I think I've got another. Oh, come on. You know, as soon as I shouldn't have said the words out loud. Eesh. I think we were supposed to be in blue for this deck anyway. Maybe blue-red artifacts, because we got such good removal. Oh boy. There's our deck. That's the most ridiculous looking deck in the history of decks. That's just bad. I mean, but I've kind of screwed myself into the ground here. I didn't really leave myself. If I wanted to pivot back into white, there's 1 creature, 2 creatures, 4 creatures, but both 3 drops. I don't know. All my early stuff is red, so we want to make sure we have red. I wish we had... I mean, another way to slow down the game, and this is a ridiculous thing, of course, but I can always zap one of my own artifacts to create 3 1/1s. Destroy up to 5 target, or up to X, sorry, target artifacts. If X is 5 or more, I won't have 5 artifacts to destroy. Opponent might, though. Oh, okay. But then that's another 7 cost card. So this is good against a toxic deck that's trying to hit you with mites, right? Otherwise, it's a 3 mana destroy 1 artifact. It's more removal, I guess. This thing is in here because we need bodies. Really wishing I'd have grabbed those 2 Vorax. Although I think I may have grabbed a red removal when I grabbed the Vorax, so wouldn't have mattered anyway. We got 2 Hex Gold, Rebel, Salvo, Volt Charge, Red Sun's Twilight, Gleeful Demolition. What do we have for creatures? Like 9? 13. Huh. And then we got a couple of the Mirrodin, so that's good. It's just that they're all big, beefy. I've got 2 Scythe Engulfers. Oh, man. Even if I wanted to put something else in, I couldn't. I'm not going to put in Nahiri's Sacrifice. I don't know, gang. I think if we get 1 win out of this one, we should be very happy. I don't think it's going to happen. What's our curve? 3.3. Beastly, if you will. Okay. Hey, maybe one of the games will come together. We hit all of our perfect mana, and we were able to get down the Zopendrel. All right, let's try it. Got the lucky hat on. What could go wrong? I mean, ideally we open with one of the Barbed Batterfists in our hand, and then some removal, and then land. Lots of land. 3 land. Barbed Batterfist, Hex Gold Slash. Pretty much like I called it. Can't complain. Only difference is I wish we were on the play. But we keep this. Okay, the goal of this game is to slow them down long enough to cast a Zopendrel. Not a great start. Let's see what they play here first. This is gonna deal 4 damage. Yeah, I mean I need to keep the poison off. If they are a toxic deck and they're playing white as well, I will wish I would have saved that. For the Annex Sentry. Such a good card. Okay, black-green toxic. Okay. Interesting. I don't think either of these are an artifact, so no. We decline, and we stay back for defense. Totally happy that they're not swinging right now. We're 2 lands away from casting Zopendrel. Hopefully, I mean, we'll be at 5 lands. And we've got some other big beastie things in this deck. Okay. That we can pull. Only thing missing from this deck is the Hazardous Blast. That would have been nice. Okay. Let's see what they do here first. I might just Volt Charge that 3-2 on my end step. Or do I Volt Charge the Blightbelly Rat? Because then it can't proliferate, right? I mean, it can, but it's not going to do anything. I think that's the right play there. Because there's a very good chance. What a good card! Oh, that was a good card for us. Okay. No attacks, and turn. Although we do need some more creatures. Pretty soon they're going to start... They've probably got removal in there, like Anoint. That can exile my creature. Probably going to exile my Zopendrel as soon as I put it down. Next turn, Zopendrel's online. This is insane. I can't believe this first game is working out like this. Again, I would like to have more creatures, but... I think the key here is to not let them... Yep, it's to not let them get toxic, get corrupted on me, because if they get corrupted on me, this thing becomes susceptible to the Anoint with Affliction. Oh my gosh, I've got too much land going on. Let's show it! Let's get greedy. Okay. So they both die. Do I sack them? No, I don't. Okay, next turn we swing in for 9. Actually, swing in for 10 because it'll count the. This will be it'll turn into a 5/4. Swing in for 10. Creature. Okay. Man, the fact that we just can't seem to pull any other creatures is kind of a bummer. But now we put our foot on the gas. Alright, we're gonna main phase crack this and hope we get a creature. Not that one. I mean, it'll be good next turn depending on what they play here. Okay. So they're gonna have to double block next turn. Yeah. This is what I'm nervous about. They'll get this thing online. So that's going to be 2 toxic. 3 puts their Anoint with... Oh, yeah. Okay. Good game. That card is so good. It just, if you can stall the game long enough to get Zopendrel onto the battlefield, I mean, it would have been nice to have a couple more creatures. Not going to complain. I got a ton of land, and I got all my removal right up front, so Aces. Keep doing that, deck. Want to know? They were clearly on a toxic proliferate build. So this is the kind of opener that I'm scared to see, right? We have no plays until turn 4. So we obviously can't keep this. I almost hit the keep button. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, man. We go first. Vorak in our hand. We'll keep it. I think we'll ditch the troll. This isn't great, but it's really not great. Really, really not great. So they're going to get Toxic online right away. And then we're going to have to block with our Vorak. Which stinks. So Vorak dies here. Next turn we play out the Chimney Rabble. What do you have? The It Doesn't Die card? The 1-drop trick? I don't know what else you could play here. Okay. Or what you would play. Titanic Growth, maybe? I don't know. Alright, we are already corrupted. Not great. Hopefully they don't have removal. They probably do. Obviously, I'm trading with their 1/1 if they swing it here. Even if I'm trading into a trick, I don't really care. I gotta stop taking poison. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, brother? Fun fact, Hulk Hogan started calling people brother because in the 80s, his popularity was getting so outrageous that he couldn't remember people's names. So he just started calling everybody brother. Fun, right? All right, how do we do this? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it has 1 or more oil counters on it, put an oil counter on it. Oh, that's great for Furnace Strider, although it's going to die. Is this tap and sack or just pay 1 and sack? Okay, it's pay 1 and sack, so bummer. I'm fine trading with their 3/2 here if they want to trade. Oh, why did it have a 5? Does it get... Why did it come in with another counter? Creatures you control with oil counters on them get +1. Oh, rich. Buddy. I didn't want to swing the Furnace Strider because they had 5 power on their side. I didn't realize that my Furnace Strider was a 6 toughness because of the Ickerplate Golem. That's a definite misplay. Because now they can put down a creature and I'm kind of stuck, right? Okay, that's a good creature for them to put down. Because then I should be able... Depending on what they do here, should be able to Rebel Salvo any of them and take out their board, depending on what they do here. Interesting. They have to pay 3 to activate the... Okay. They don't have the 3 to activate it. Wondering if they thought they did have the 3 to activate it. Otherwise, why would you make that play? Unless, again, you're sitting on a Titanic Growth, or you're sitting on the 1-drop, give it Death Touch and Indestructible till end of turn. I'm fine giving up the Eager-Play Golem. What they could do, if they wanted to get super fancy with it, depending on what trick they have in their hand, they could actually sack the Cankerbloom to sack Eager-Play Golem before combat damage, reducing my Furnace Strider to a 4/5. Oh, it's a 2-drop instant that gives it Death Touch, Indestructible. My bad. Alright, so this card's going to be trouble for us. Target creature you control with Toxic gains Death Touch until end of turn. And we just got rid of our answer for it, which is the Rebel Salvo. Ooh, but they turned off the ability. They don't have 3 mana. Oh, please don't have a land card in your hand. Please don't have a land card in your hand. Well, it would be nice to see our big boy power doubler this next turn, wouldn't it? Toxic too. I don't want to put myself at 6 because then they can win next turn if everything goes wrong. Gleeful Demolition. Wow, that was probably, other than pulling another land, that was probably the worst card we could have pulled in our deck. Now we're in trouble. Because they can give their stuff Death Touch next turn and we have to block it. If I swing here, it takes him down to 8. Yeah, alright. They can crack back for 4 Toxic next turn. Put us at 8 Toxic. And then I have to hope that we pull one of our big boy cards that I can just give haste. Otherwise, we're in trouble either way. We're killing them from a damage perspective, but those Toxic 2 creatures. Oh no! That's game. Oh man, I didn't realize that's what it did. Whenever a creature you control Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional. Yeah, we're dead. Shoot. Can you tell I've never played with that card? I knew it could give stuff with Toxic Death Touch, but I didn't read the whole dang card. We lost, but I still had fun. Ah, gross. Alright, so the 4/5 was going to die that turn, regardless. And they would have hit us for 2 poison, and then the trigger would have hit on that one card. So they would have gotten 3 poison, taking them to 7. Yeah. And then we would have had to have a creature next turn to block it. Otherwise, it would have been another poison 3 and we're dead. We go first. We have no plays until turn 4. Everybody, cross your fingers. We don't have any creatures until turn 4, I should say. We have plays. We'll do this. Hello. Hi, I'm friendly. I'm friendly. You don't need to... Aww. Yeah. That needs to go, like, right away. I know I take poison, but that thing needs to get off the board immediately. Or we're just dead by, like, turn 4. Which we could still very well be. These kind of hands and starts are what I was worried about with this deck. 3.3 curve in this format is ridiculous. Yep. Next turn we get our 4-2 online, which is nice. But we've been having to use removal where I don't want to use removal. Although, I mean, obviously on the Rot Priest, that's a good use of the removal. Turn 1 Rot Priest is a game changer, so. Alright. Again, our board, we just want to slow the opponent down until we can get deep enough into the game to start dropping our big, beefy creatures. So if they swing here, I'm blocking. Yep. I'd rather take that poison now than at the end of the game when it super duper matters. There's one of our good cards. It's going to the bottom of our deck. That's kind of a bummer. Can't believe I'm about to do this. You know what? I'm not about to do it. I'm about to do this instead. Maybe if we can start pushing some pressure on them, they'll actually hold back that Pestilent Siphoner as a blocker. Oof. I'm just going to do this now. Just in case they've got the death touch indestructible business. Because that would suck to hold it till their turn, just to use it on their turn, just to have them have 2 mana open, and then they give it indestructible till end of turn. It doesn't have toxic, but still 3 in the air, 4 in the air every turn. Definitely not a feels good. Uh-oh. Are they in a Traxa deck? Just need a little bit of blue. Okay, we've got our 7 mana. Where's our big bomby creatures? We've got like 5 of them in here. I shouldn't say bomby, beefy. We've got 1 bomby creature. The rest are just beefy. And I think 2 of them have reach, which would be really nice right about now. Because there's a chance we die to poison counters. You have a Titanic Growth in there? Oof. Please be an artifact. Well, gang. It's been real. They're going to hit us for 9 this turn. Destroy target artifact an opponent controls. Neither one of those are artifacts. We really need... Which one is it? Reach, trample. I've got 2 of these engulfers. I haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen any of them yet. If we don't pull it this turn, we're just dead. That's maddening. In 3 games, we haven't seen any of those in golfers. And we've only seen our green bomb once. And we've had the mana to cast them every game. So the speed hasn't necessarily been the issue. It's been not drawing them. So we are 1 and 2. At the beginning of this, I said we'd be thrilled to get 1 win. I guess we're still kind of thrilled. But, I mean, there's just not much we can do. Yeah, I mean, any one of those 3 creatures would have saved us that game. The Resistance, Sky Warden, right? Reach, 5/5, would have stopped the double blocker, or the double striker. This thing, same. I had my early removal. I had to use the Rebel Salvo early. I didn't have to, but I chose to use it on the 3/3 flyer. Alright, well, I was concerned that we would be dead by turns 6, 7, so those creatures wouldn't matter. Hasn't been the case. We just haven't pulled the creatures when we can actually play them. Maybe we can get back up to 500, but my hopes aren't super, super high. Just happy I remembered to unpause it. Well, we finally got our reach creatures in our hand, and the mana's wrong. And we have no early plays, so we mulligan. Okay. Yeah, we keep this and get rid of the old... I mean, this is nice because it'll get us 3 life back, because odds are we're going to be behind. But at the same time, I need to have a presence on the battlefield. So we drop the Barbed Batterfist next turn and hope we pull a land out of these next 2. Well, that card looks familiar. Would you like to trade? Or are you going to hit me with the Hex Gold and swing for 3? I think we want to make sure we keep hitting land, so... This would be a good card against them, actually. But now we're not going to see it because it goes to the bottom of the deck along with our Engulfer and our Atrocity. Wow. Wow. Not sure how we missed land there, but alright. Doesn't look like they have much Toxic in their deck, right? Alright, I think we start getting offensive. They have to assume that we're playing out a trick here, right? We're not. And we'll hold back the Hex Gold Slash. Although we can't hit their Leonin Lightbringer with it, but even if they equip it, we can still trade. Oh, it gets plus. What does it do? It gets plus. Oh yeah, we can still trade. I'm thrilled with this trade if they want to offer it. Kind of doubt they will, though. That would be a terrible, terrible move on their part. To spend all that mana equipping it and then swing it. Ugh. If they have Free from Flesh, I can't kill it here. Alright. That Ward 2 is gonna be a pain. Hopefully they don't have anything super good to go with it this turn. I'm fine if they... I'm super cool if they... Yeah, they swing. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. And then if they drop a creature, hopefully we can deal with it. Woo! That's a biggie. If we get a land here, we can deal with it. What's the best way to go about this? If we swing the 3/1s into them, right? They will for sure block one of them. And then we could Hex Gold slash it. Actually, we would want to Volt Charge it. Hold up the Hex Gold slash for the 7/2 with Ward next turn. Right? Or, depending on what they do here, we could Hex Gold slash the 7/5, killing it. Hit them for 6, take them down to 1. I think we do this. If we had a little bit bigger lead, I'd be more comfortable. I'd be a little bit more comfortable sending out that 3/1, but oh, bummer. But that's why we didn't send both, right? Because then they'd be swinging in for 8 here. No problem. Yeah. So, Devoted Completion is a thing. So if I zap this for 3, they could play that and completely nullify it. Okay. I'm sure that wasn't the best way to do that, but I was still scared of that completed devotion card. Okay, well thank you for emptying out your hand. Now I know you have absolutely nothing. That helps. So cards I'm really scared of right now. White Sun's Twilight and the Wanderer. Oh man, do I really have to play defense here? You know what, I'm gonna make them block that. And then I'm gonna make them put down 2 creatures this turn, right? And they can't. I can equip this twice, game over. Son of a gun! They came up with 2 creatures in 1 card. Oh, that's fantastic for them. I mean, whatever. That's fine. I mean, yeah. That's kind of cool, actually. Respect. You top deck the 1 card that could save you. Unless you're running like a, you know, White Sun's Twilight, of course. Whew. Wowzers. I need a creature. I need removal here or I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm just dead. I can't. I mean, I can equip it and make it a 7/3. They've got 2 creatures to block because of an insanely good top deck. Good game. There's nothing I can do. Well, we got 1 win. We didn't go 0-3 with this terrible deck. We went 1-3. Almost got to 2 wins. If it wasn't for a miraculous top deck on their end, we would have gotten to 2 wins. So, alright, no major complaints. Hope everybody enjoyed watching this train wreck. Have a good one. Peace.